Blackstone Audio presents In Search of Captain Zero, a surfer's road trip beyond the end of the road, by Allan C. Weisbecker. For Mom. A dispatch from down south. I used to be easy to find. Lived on the last left on Long Island, New York, United States of America. First house on that winding rural cul-de-sac. In search of me, if worst came to worst, you could have traveled east on Long Island until you ran out of road at the lighthouse at Land's End, then turned around, headed back west, and made your first right. There I was, first house. Long Island, last left, first house. Someone in, say, Jakarta, Indonesia, which is about as far as you can get from where I lived on the planet before you start coming back closer again, could have easily been directed to me with those 6 words. One time I was in New York City, some 120 miles west of that house, and decided to try an experiment. I bought a postcard at a Grand Central Station kiosk, wrote on it just my name, plus 11954, and mailed it. When I returned to my home a couple days later, it was waiting for me in my mailbox. That's how small the town is where I used to live, and how easy I was to find when I lived there. Somewhere in Central America. Still the waves weep for us evermore. They are but Neptune's tears upon the shore. From a poem by my father. Allan Charles Weisbecker, Sr., 1921 to 2000. Big Blue. My last night at the town at which I used to live was spent camped within sight of the lighthouse that marks its eastern limit. I'd given up my house and was all packed up for the road life to come, the possessions I deemed irrelevant having been sold, chucked, or stored in a friend's basement. Although I was little more than a mile from my former home on the last left before the light, as I turned in, the sensation was that I'd already begun an adventure. There was a personal significance in my choice of campsites. It was only a few yards from where I'd spent my first night on coming to the eastern tip of Long Island some 4.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?